Hey guys, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, October the 11th, 2013. Today we're going to discuss the eBay Cassini engine search tips, okay? Because we've all been having a lot of problems. Most of us have had a big drop in sales recently, and we're going to try and get to the bottom of this and try and offer some helpful suggestions. So basically we're going to talk about three things today. The search engine tips, a quickie review of last week's video, and something that you probably all got in the mail, an invitation to have coffee with eBay, a webinar. This is really important. I want to talk about this. Very quickly, first we'll do a quick recap of last week. Most of you guys agreed with me and said your sales are way down compared to the previous months. September and even the beginning of October are a travesty. Something's wrong, okay? eBay has come up and said that they are going to choose to hide some listings at their own discretion. I myself don't think they're hiding our listings per se, but there is some trouble with the search engine, and we'll be discussing that later. And that also touches on the coffee with eBay tip I want to talk about. Several of you guys wrote in and said your customers are not reading your listings. One person's story that I kind of think was the funniest was he was selling watch straps. And he had a quantity auction of maybe 20 of them where you could buy 1 to 20. A customer bought 4, paid him right away, got the straps, and said, "Hey man, I didn't want watch straps. I thought I was getting the entire watch." And it was like for a cheap price, like $1 each or something. And the seller wrote back and said, "Did you read the auction? Take a look at it. It clearly says watch strap." And then the buyer wrote back and said, "Oh yeah, I guess I should learn how to read a little better." That is a common problem on eBay. A notorious problem. Since last week, I had one more person who bid on one of my items, paid, and then said, "I want to return it because I thought I was getting all 4 for that price with free shipping." It's just ridiculous. eBay really needs to make people, buyers who make a mistake, need to be responsible for their actions, okay? I know over my 14-year eBay career, I myself have been guilty of making a few mistakes as a bidder where I didn't read the listing correctly, and what did I do? I manned up and I paid for the item, just like everybody else should, in my opinion. But I don't want to spend any more time on a review because we have some really important stuff to cover today. I want to start with this. How many of you guys received this in the mail? It's a promotion that's going to be going on, and I think all of you who did receive it really should try and take advantage of it. Okay? It's called, and it's entitled, Coffee with eBay. And it came in this little circular here, in this card. It's going to be October the 16th. Okay, it's a Wednesday, and they have 2 sessions. They have an early morning session, which is 10:30 Pacific time, 1:30 my time, and then they have a later session, okay, for those who want to attend the later session. I do believe that space is limited, and it's a first come, first served basis, but I am not sure if everybody was sent this invite. Because I went onto the Facebook groups and I brought this up as a topic. And I would say about 70% of the people said they did get it, but 30% did not. So what I'd like to know from you guys is, did you guys get this from eBay? If you did get it, are you planning to attend? I strongly suggest that you do, because I am told, and again, this is something I heard on Facebook, I am told that eBay put this together to combat the negative publicity about them hiding our listings. This is actually a seller protection seminar. Okay, that's what they're billing it as. And seller protection are 2 words that are really interesting to me. It's going to be hosted by Jonathan Haney. Okay? Guys, if you can't make it, it's not going to be terrible, because don't worry, I'll be there. And I don't know if they're going to take my questions live or not, but I do have some things I'd like to ask, quite a few. So if you're not able to make it and you want me to ask some questions or you want someone else to, that's going to be there, type them below. It's really important. And one more thing. Do you think I should try and bang out a video Wednesday night regarding this as to what happens? Or should I wait till Friday? I'm leaning on waiting, but the way things are changing on eBay, it's bang, bang, bang. Every 2 days something big happens. And I feel the need to keep everybody involved and in tune. Alright, that takes care of that. Now let's talk about what I want to talk about as the main topic, the Cassini search engine. In the past, eBay went out of its way to tell us how to be successful sellers on eBay and what to do with our titles. I vividly remember eBay putting out material saying we should use every single available letter in the title bar to describe our item. At no point to my knowledge did they come out and say that is no longer true. But according to some research, that is no longer true. Okay? I have been told that long titles confuse the Cassini search engine. And that's why a lot of us have not been getting the traffic we're used to. Okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you an example of one of my listings online on eBay right now. I have it set up the old way. I haven't edited it yet. First I'll show it to you the way it is now. Then I'm going to edit it and I'll show it to you the way they seem to want it to be. Alright guys, you can see this auction that I have right here for some Toyota hubcaps. It clearly says genuine, 1968, 1969, 1970, Toyota Corona, hubcaps, wheel covers, OEM, used, factory set. You see that, right? Now I'm going to change it the way that they want it. Alright guys, here is my new listing. It simply says 1968, 1969, 1970, Toyota Corona, hubcaps, wheel covers. And that is it. It's concise and it will not, hopefully, confuse and jam up the ultra-sensitive Cassini search engine. Now guys, what upsets me the most about this is not that they're changing what they want us to do, but they never came out and told us. They never came out and said, here is what to do to be a good seller. That's what upsets me. If they simply would have come out and made an announcement, we could have all adjusted our listings and we would all be making more money. But let me tell you about a couple of more things that will hopefully enhance your results in getting some hits with the Cassini search engine. The first thing is the title bar, as I told you. The second thing, when you can, always include item specifics. Now, as you saw, I sell a lot in eBay Motors. eBay Motors has a drop-down menu which is a pain in the freaking neck to use. It's highly inaccurate, quite a bit. They have a drop-down menu with a car, then a model, then the year, and they want you to basically check off the makes and models your item will fit. And, you know, it's a necessary evil. You should do it if you're listing an eBay Motors. And you should also always include the part number, if you know it, the original GM or Ford part number, as well as the trade reference number, such as your Hollander number or your Mitchell number. Again, if you're not listing an eBay Motors, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're listing in like another thing like apparel, shirts, then you got to deal with sizes and material and all that. Okay? Next. This is something I have not experimented with, but it's something I've heard about. It helps to have people watching your listing. See, one thing I do know for a fact is during the last 24 hours of your listing, eBay augments your item and gives it a little boost at the very end. to try and encourage more bids. Now, if you have, let's say, 10 guys watching your item, plus the bid, plus the augment, that's really going to help. So if you have a couple of friends that you trust and you want them to watch your item, that might help. Notice I said might help. I haven't tried it myself, but it's just something I heard about, and I think it's well worth mentioning. Another thing that will help is being a top-rated seller. Okay, I am a top-rated seller, knock wood, all right? And it also helps if you take returns, okay? And if your DSRs are all good. Now, guys, knock wood, as I said, I'm a top-rated seller, good feedback, I take 14-day returns, my DSRs are fine, but the last month has been horrible. I'm not saying I'm not making any money, but I'm making maybe 2 or 3 sales a day where I used to make 7 or 8. And the things that are selling are all cheap items. It's weird. But like I showed you on my auction earlier, I am very slowly, and that's the key word because it takes a lot of time, I'm very slowly revising all my listings to new, shorter titles. And I suggest you guys do the same and see how it works for you. Like the old saying goes, it's like chicken soup. It can't hide. What I would like to see eBay do, I would like to see them send out a seller newsletter to every single seller, big and small, with these tips. Tips that we could all go by and take to the bank. All right? It's very weird how they've been quiet about this. And another thing that disturbs me is these sellers that are getting booted off eBay, I really would like to see eBay make some criteria. For instance, do not let your DSRs fall under, let's just say 4.7, or your account will be in jeopardy. We need black and white rules and regulations to go by that we can base our actions on. People are getting canned left and right. I have seen, and I have been contacted by several subscribers, more than I can even mention, who are longtime sellers who were canned. All right, they got a couple of negative feedbacks recently. One guy got a negative feedback for an item that was like $1 or $2. I mean, that's gotta hurt. That's really gotta hurt. But I think we're all in agreement, we meaning sellers on eBay, that we want to be in compliance with their rules, but we would just like the powers that be to come down and say, here are the eBay 10 commandments. Follow these and you'll be fine. It's like insurance. You buy an insurance for your car or for your house, all right? Play it safe. Follow the rules. But guys, tell us the rules. All right? Well, that was my main topic for today's video. So, I'm going to let you guys off the hook easy this week and keep it short. Let's do a really quick review. And I'd love to hear from you guys with your comments. Question number 1. Did you guys get the invitation for Coffee with eBay on Wednesday, October the 16th? If so, are you going to attend? Comment below. Question number 2. Do you guys think I should wait till next Friday to address what happens at that webinar? Or should I bang out a video Wednesday night if I have time? Question number 3. What do you guys think about the Cassini search engine and the changes that I've suggested to you in order to increase your visibility on eBay? Oh, and there's one more tip. I didn't write it down because I forgot it. But one person had written in and said that it helps to list new items every day. All right? Again, this is just things people are throwing at me. So if we all pool our knowledge together, hopefully we can work this out. And if you guys have any tips that you've been doing that have been helping your exposure, Rated R forever, you've been saying how good your sales are, help. Is there something special you're doing that's increasing your visibility, do you think? All right? Or any of you guys who have been doing well. Comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and so would the rest of us. I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. You're definitely not. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys sometime next week. Don't forget the webinar, Coffee with eBay. And by the way, everybody's getting a free cup of coffee that attends the webinar from Starbucks. Rock on, man.